Hey YouTube, mattyjmania here, and welcome to my retro gaming pickups number 13. Now I have so much stuff to show you guys. I've kind of been putting off a pickup video for a little while. I did like the Flintstones video and then the Dinosaur Peak. And I actually had people over at my house for like a Nintendo World Championship, a bunch of collectors. So they all brought stuff over and we traded and all that stuff. So it's like I have so much stuff to show you guys. So I'm going to go through a lot of it pretty quickly just to save time and not be boring. The one thing I do want to introduce in my videos is I'm going to kind of talk briefly about what game I'm currently playing. And the game I'm currently playing right now is Life Force for Nintendo. Now, Life Force is developed by Konami. It is, in my opinion, it's the best space shooter on Nintendo. It's probably one of the best shooters. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind that I like more than this is Contra. And they're both made by Konami. Life Force is amazing. Basically, I'm in a weekly contest on Nintendo Age, and this week's contest is Life Force, so that's one of the reasons I'm playing it. And it's basically, no cheat code. Get as far as you can with as many points as you can, and beat the game. Or if you do beat the game, you have to stop. You can't keep looping. So I did that. My score's pretty good. It's like it's right around 290,000. I'll probably be in the top 10. There's some guys on there who are just killing it. So Life Force is what I'm currently playing. Also, this will kind of be a pickup and what I'm about to play, and that is Bravely Default. I got the collector's edition. I haven't got to start playing it yet. I'm about to start playing it. So I will report back on this. I'm sure I'll mention it in my upcoming videos. But I did get the collector's edition. Pretty pumped about it. Hear good things about it. Looks really cool. So yeah. One other thing I wanted to show. I have a present for one of my favorite YouTube channels. And that's these faceless games. Yes, Ricky and Aaron. I know you occasionally watch the show, the channel. So these are going to be headed your way. One is from me and one is from my buddy Bill, who I've mentioned on this channel before. So I can tell you this, one of these games is a pretty good game. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, one other thing I want to show that's sort of not really a pickup, but I have to show it, and that is this. My son, who is 5, made this for me, and it is the tree from Kirby. He showed it to me and said, "Dad, look what I made you, the Kirby tree." And I just started cracking up. And he was like, "Do you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." He said, "I worked really hard on it." And I said, "Yeah, I could tell." So I'm going to make sure this, you can see this in my videos. Because it's really cool. And it's cool that my 5-year-old even thought of me and made that, Thanks, dude. Alright, as I mentioned, I have a ton of stuff to show. So I'm going to go through some of it kind of fast. And I do like action figures. People who watch my channel know I collect like the action figures. Like I have my Link Figma here and a bunch of Mega Mans and all that kind of stuff. I really only collect video game action figures. Should have been more specific there. But I did get these. I've wanted these for so long, and it's the Chrono Trigger Formation Arts figures. Now I believe there's 6 of them, but I did get 4 of them here. I was pretty pumped about these. I got a great deal on these considering, sometimes I see the figures individually sell for like 50 bucks. And I paid just a little bit more than that for all 4 of them. And they're still sealed. I've really debated opening them. I probably am going to open them because that's why I want them. I don't really want to collect them to sit on a shelf. Well, I do want them to sit on the shelf, but just not in the packaging. Yeah. I'm going to show all of my pickups that are not Nintendo games. As most of you know, I am going for a complete Nintendo collection. At the time of this video, I'm at 438 individual cartridges that's licensed and unlicensed. I'm trying to go for a full set. So I'll show all my Nintendo stuff at the very end because it's pretty cool stuff. Let's start off with my Game Boy stuff I got. I got an original Game Boy Tetris. It is complete in the box. This is just a box cover, but it is in amazing condition. I love Tetris. The cool thing about this is you don't really see too many complete Game Boy games in general, let alone Tetris, because Tetris came with the Game Boy, so, I mean, I'm sure they still sold a ton of them individually, but I just love Tetris. It is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. on Nintendo and on Game Boy. So I was pretty pumped to get this. The next two I kind of got with the influence of my son, just because he loves the characters so much. And that is Donkey Kong Land 2 and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Now, Donkey Kong Land 2, I haven't really played too much. I'm not too big into like the Donkey Kong Country series. Granted, I think they're good games. I enjoy them. It's just not like a franchise that I play a whole lot. So, but I got this for him. This is the one he really wanted, so he picked it out. And then the Mario vs. Donkey Kong, I have wanted this one for a while. They're really fun games. And again, it was with the influence of my son. He's been playing the Mario vs. Donkey Kong on DS a ton. So I've been watching him play it and occasionally helping him play it. So I decided to get this one too. I got a Wii game. That's right. Picked up a Wii game. Every once in a while I do it. That's Endless Ocean Blue World. I hear really cool things about this game. I basically got it for pretty much for my daughter. I thought she would think it's neat. She's really into animals, that kind of stuff. So this is like retro gaming pickups for my kids.
But when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
Is essentially like what has happened so far in this video. But yeah, I hear it's really relaxing. I hear it's really cool. Kind of a unique game. I like unique games. I'm sure I'll check it out. Alright, we're getting there. Here come the Super Nintendo. I have 3 Super Nintendo games to show you. I lied, I have 4. I have 3 box Super Nintendo games to show you. And they are Earthworm Jim, Uniracers, and Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. Now, right this second, I can't even play Metal Combat because I don't have a Super Scope. I have had them before. I kind of want to just get one in the box and just keep it that way. So, but I got a really good deal on this. I think I paid $5 for it. So it's hard for me to not buy a complete Super Nintendo game for $5. It almost doesn't even matter, even if it's like a Madden game or something. If it's, and this box is in great condition. So I got that. I am going to talk about Uniracers for a minute. Uniracers is a side-scrolling game. You're like a little unicycle riding on these rails. It's very unique, very fun. It can be played with 2 players. I saw a couple reviews on it, and I had the opportunity to get this, so I did. I have only really played it once. It is a lot of fun, though. It's just kind of like a unique, silly, fun kind of game. I'm sure you can tell from the gameplay footage. And I will talk about Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim is a great game. You know, well-known character, loved game. I actually had this game. I still have Earthworm Jim 2. I had this game. I got rid of it to my buddy in a trade a while ago. My buddy Bill, actually. And I had the opportunity to get it again. And it's one of those games where I had it for so long and then traded it that in my mind, I still had it, even though I didn't. So every time I'd see it, you know, I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't need that, I don't need that. And then I realized, you know, I don't even have it. And it was complete in the box, and I know that I love to collect my Super Nintendo games complete. If you can't tell behind me, this whole shelf is all complete Super Nintendo games. I have almost 100 complete SNES games. I have some over here too. So I'm not trying to get a full Super Nintendo set or anything like that, but when I do collect Super Nintendo games, I try to get them complete. They don't have to be. It's whatever. But yeah. Earthworm Jim. The last Super Nintendo game I got is a really great game. It's a game called Space Megaforce. It is a space shooter. It's top scrolling. You scroll this way. You can check out the gameplay footage as I talk about it. It's from the people who made Gunnak, and you can tell that immediately by the way the stages are kind of laid out and by the way the power-up system is, with like the scrolling numbers 1, 2, 3, and each one is a different weapon. Space Megaforce is not that common of a game, much like Gunnak, and it is a little pricey. I ended up getting an amazing deal on it. I got Space Megaforce and all of these Nintendo games, or most of these Nintendo games I'm about to show you, in the whole big lot when I got my Flintstones, which I got, again, just a great price from my buddy. I can't thank him enough. So, yeah, I was happy to get Space Megaforce, this game I've been looking for a while. Okay, end of the line. Here we go. Before I show the Nintendo games, I did get one Genesis game, which I would like to show, and that is Splatterhouse 3. It's a really fun game, side-scrolling. I guess it's kind of like a... It's not really like a beat-em-up. You basically just hack and slash. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Splatterhouse 3. If you've never played a Splatterhouse game, definitely play this game. It's awesome. Here we are at the end with all the Nintendo games. There are a lot of uncommon games here. I'll talk about some of them briefly. Some of them I'm just going to kind of breeze over. For example, Camerica's Ultimate Stuntman. It's not that good of a game. We don't even need to talk about it. And also Camerica Micro Machines. Needed them both. Happy to have them both. But I'm going to talk about some more unlicensed games. And these are the American Video Entertainment games. And the first one is Solitaire. This game can't be more simple. It is just Solitaire. I mean, you could seriously go onto your Windows computer and probably play a better version of that than this game. But the game is not that common, so I was happy to get it. Also, another game, again, same American Video Entertainment, it's not really that great, is Ultimate League Soccer. Now, this game is hard to find. It's definitely uncommon, so I was pretty pumped to get it. Mine has a little bit of label damage there. But one thing I do want to show you, if you look right here, and I'll put it up a bigger picture, it's part of the Kick-Ass Sports Series. I believe it's the only game in the Kick-Ass Sports Series, which would mean it's like the singular Kick-Ass Sports game. But I could be wrong on that. There might be other Kick-Ass Sports games. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments if you do know. Last couple games, here we go. I got Golf Grand Slam by Atlas. Honestly, I haven't got to play this yet. It is an Atlas game, and they did only make a couple games for Nintendo, released in North America. You know, like Widget is one of them. There's a couple more. I actually have Rockin' Cats, Wacky Races. I think I have. This was the last one I needed for the official Atlas North American games. So, pumped to have it. Here is a game that is just amazing. I love this game, and I forgot how much I liked it. I used to play it all the time when I was a kid, and that's Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. The great thing about this game is it's very cartoony. It's a baseball game, but your characters all have different personalities. Like there's Diablo, and he's like a devil. He's a club. There's like a worker, construction worker. He has a hard hat and uses a pitchfork as his bat. So there's a bunch of different kind of characters. It's just a really fun game. All in all, I love it. I love it. It's a great, fun baseball game. The one thing about Nintendo is they do have a lot of really fun baseball games. I love Bases Loaded, Baseball Stars, RBI Baseball, Tecmo Baseball. I love all of those games. They're all really good baseball games. But if you want a game that's just a little bit more fun, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek, this is the game for you. Okay, last three games. The first one is Uninvited. It is a point-and-click adventure game, much like Shadowgate and Nightshade, a little bit more so like Shadowgate. I'm almost positive they're all made by Kemco. I think Shadowgate is. But this one is not the easiest to find. It's not like rare or anything like that, but it took me a little while to find it. Last two. The last one, this one, whatever. This one I've been looking for a while. I keep mentioning it in videos, blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up about this game. Finally have it, and it's Stack Up. Now, I have no intention of really playing Stack Up because I don't have the raw pieces for Stack Up. I do have a ROB, I just don't have the pieces. But this was the last of the black box games that I needed, the original launch titles. There's 30 of them. This was the last one I needed. The last game I've wanted for a while, I will talk about it a little bit, and that is Bomberman 2. Now, growing up as a kid, I loved Bomberman. I loved the original Bomberman. They had it at my Farmore, you know, like the pharmacy. I would go and rent games from all the time. So I'd always rent the original Bomberman. I would play the crap out of Bomberman, like, non-stop. And that kind of got me into, like, the Bomberman series. I'm not, like, huge into it, but I just loved that game so much. So when I found out when I'm an adult that they actually made a Bomberman 2, I just like, I wanted to get it. I wanted to get it. And I knew the price on it was kind of high, and it just wasn't something I was willing to pay for it at any given time. There were other games ahead of it that I wanted to get, but I did finally get it. It's a lot of fun. It's basically like the original Bomberman, except they added some cool things. They improved the graphics. It's kind of like just an upgraded version of the original Bomberman. Like I said, I love the original Bomberman. I have a lot of nostalgia tied to the original Bomberman. So even playing this, it just like kind of brings me back to those memories. That's it for my retro gaming pickups number 13. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you somehow contributed to me getting any of these games. There's a long list of people. There's at least like 5 or 6 people. And then my kids, you know, making me stuff, that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to go through it all, but you know who you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I appreciate the support. I try to put out a video about once a week. Really about 3 times a month is what it works out to. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd love a subscription. If you are just watching this video, I'd love it if you can give me a thumbs up. That would be great. Feel free to leave comments below. In the comments, you can ask me questions and that kind of stuff. I respond to almost every comment. I try to, at least. So yeah, thanks again for watching and have a great day.